Okay, so here's a little quick snippet on how you upload the mass quantity of the posts in a file. I put it in an Excel, and then I convert it to a CSV. It's just easier to manage and create. So basically, when you're doing the planner and you're going to schedule out hundreds and hundreds of social media posts across like 10 that we have access to right now through the software, you can do 10 top ones. You basically, when you get the download CSV, you can go over to content. Once you're in social media planner, you go marketing, social media planner, content, and you go new post, or go CSV. Make sure you're in CSV here. Go new post, and it's going to give you the template. I have a template with notes in it that I'll send to you. But just so you know, for references, if you go here and click on sample CSV or XLSX, it'll give you a sample. And I put a lot of notes from some training in the Excel spreadsheet that I'll show you right here that provides a little bit more direction. So basically, I labeled it social media post basic sample. Here's how it looks like. So this is a format for the post that you have to do it in. Now this, again, this may look like a lot, but a lot of it is duplication and just copying and filling in, pasting. It's not a lot of work. Once you build the content and you have it into the system, and you figure out after you do this a couple hundred times, you're going to find out of that content, 20 or 30% of it is actually being successful, being viewed and being shared. And you'll find out through this process that not all of it's going to be very successful. So it's that rule. But here's the column you got to do for content. Content could be anything that you want to say on any one of the platforms, and it can be scheduled on that time. Again, the schedule has to be hour, minute, section, or second. I don't worry about the seconds, but I'll change these to like 120, 130, 140, 150, just so it's not all at the same time. And then after I save that, and then I can duplicate that, and all I got to do is change the day and the month down the road for the next batch. But again, once you create this content, you can, and I have a lot of tricks and AI instructions to use things in a proper way that will allow you to get keywords and get the hashtags in the right place. So once you build out that, there's some limitations. Facebook only has 62,000 characters, which should be never any post that you do that big anyways. Instagram has 2,200 limitation, and there's a few others I'm going to add to this. The other category, this is content category. So this is your links for any type of image. I would say, not image, but a link to a URL. Anything that's an HTTPS or a link on a URL that on your website you want to share, where you'd put it in this, like a blog or a page, or you're doing a post about your daily training, and then you'd have a link to the page to register. That would be a post. Images. So if you want an image, you can get them from your storage in the media center. The media storage here is where you get these image links. So when you get images and start creating images and creating content, it's important to put them all into the system. That's easy. I think I shared this before on other videos, but I'll do it again really quick here. So you go to media storage, and you go upload, and just pull in images from anything that you want, that you created or you found or you had somebody create for you. It could be on your computer. Once you put it in here, this is where you would get the link, and then you would post it inside this post for that day of an image. Okay. Now you can't do an image and a bunch of content. You can do content and links, but if you do an image, you can't do also a GIF or a video. So it's designed to be specific, and it's probably better that way, because they'll get in trouble putting out too much information. But a video says quite a bit. Once you do a video, there's no need for you to do a bunch of images behind it or having a bunch of links to other stuff. It's just too much. So it's best to just stay specific. You can do content and a link though. So I'm going to send this out in a spreadsheet so you can play around with it, start putting images in to the case. We'll talk about the scheduling of how to make this simple. If you know Excel, it's pretty straightforward. You can duplicate and in sequence. And again, it'll only take a download of 90, and then you can do another upload later. So literally you could do 90 posts a day if you wanted, but there's no need for that. That's quite an overkill, but at least you're scheduling out and it's done, and you know it's done, and it's done on a mass scale across all the platforms. You're getting the algorithms working for you, and you're going down that path of getting traffic to your site using the algorithms in your favor to get free marketing. So this is one of the tools. Once you get this set up properly, it'll roll for you. So let's talk more. It's MBA-100K. Jeff here. I'm always here. Workshop every day at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 Eastern. See you there.